Welcome back to another Critical Cartoon Conspiracy. Today, back into the SML discussion of why Jacques Pierre Francois cannot be Jeffy's biological fathers, Part 2. Now today is where I prove that I'm not like any other theorist. If you don't believe one of my theories, I will sit down and make you believe. Unless you're a stubborn little scheisse, then I can't really do shit now, can I? As usual, I'm your host Grayson Adams, aka That Nerdy Jew, and let's get deep into conspiracy. Jeffy shows no signs of ethnicity other than painting and learning French, which, in fact, Mr. Goodman teaches French, Spanish, and so much more. Also, Mr. Goodman travels a lot, so that I can explain why Jeffy was born in France. Maybe. But Mr. Goodman most likely gave Jeffy up for adoption because he does work at the agency, which is shown multiple times. Then went on being rich and all. Goodman also knows art very well, and knows how to paint, so that's probably why Jeffy's really good at it. However, inside Jeffrey's brain, where he quote-unquote learned French from his daddy, his father, you could also have to keep in mind that Mr. Goodman owns many companies, including a language arts thing, but Jeffy never said he lived with Jacques Pierre. But if it did, haven't you thought that Jacques Pierre might as well adopted Jeffy from Mr. Goodman and maybe just, gave up afterwards? Who knows? But that does explain why Jeffy would be kind of confused with his biological father on who he really is. Jeffy's incredibly smart. There are spot-on facts to prove such statements from the episodes such as SML movie Jeffy's Homework. Jeffy counts the ABCs backwards, and reality is a sign of genius. Jeffy even convinced Mr. Goodman to create his own law of subtraction, called Jeffy's Law. Back inside SML movie Jeffy's Homework, Mr. Goodman believes Mario adopted Jeffy, but in order for that to even occur, Mr. Goodman would have to know that Jeffy was out for adoption. But how would Mr. Goodman be aware of Jeffy's existence before anything? Not like Jeffy was even attending school before all this. He was mostly hidden inside the house for most of this time because no one has even heard of Jeffy within any school videos until after he was introduced in the SML movie The Babysitter. Mr. Goodman also got a very nervous face when Mario did say the phrase, "I did not adopt Jeffy." At this moment, which can be seen at 1:27 time code, he also gives a weird look when Mario mentions they're searching for his parents. In recent SML movies, such as SML movie The Fender, we hear a rather similar voice on the telly that asks for Jeffy. Let's have a listen.
Hello? Hello, is this Jeffy? Hello, is this Jeffy? Hello, is this Jeffy? Hello, is this Jeffy?
Who the fuck's asking? Jeffy, who are you talking to?
Nobody.
Okay, guys, I got your uniform.
As strange as this is already, the ending SML question of this video will have you shook. Let's take a look. Now let's take a quick look at this. This isn't the first time Mr. Goodman tried to get close to Jeffy, because what Logan didn't want you to realize is that back inside the SML movie The Fender, the entire time Mr. Goodman was actually stalking Jeffy? Well, to prove this theory, inside the entire movie you can realize that Mario hit Mr. Goodman's car, but where was he even parked? As you can see clear as day, Mr. Goodman was actually sitting in front of Mario's house as they were coming back from McDonald's, as well as being on the way back from Domino's Pizza where they hit Mr. Goodman's car again shortly after the short confrontation on the phone with Jeffy. Now, Nancy. She's addicted to drugs, alcohol, and, well, her own job as a prostitute. This being the case, you would never know who she's sleeping with, and she would never know who she's screwing, or who she's giving birth to. I mean, she didn't even remember Phoebe, but she only remembered Jeffy? Why? Because of the money? No, that's only because she knew that was one of her clients was a painter, and after he died, she's like, my only son who was ever in France, or had a thing of France inside of him, was from him. However, she was probably too drunk to even remember. If she was ever confronted about this, she would probably say, I don't even know. This being the case, let's go wait for the movie that's supposed to be coming out shortly. This is a theory from one of my amazing fans, Liam Crew, who posted this comment, where I can agree, but let me state it in a way that can easily blow your minds, as well as fit my theory. My theory is that in the new Super Mario Logan film, we find out that Nancy killed Jacques Pierre Francois, believing that was Jeffy's father, and she made it look like a suicide as well. Then she went on to claim her only son Jeffy, but only after, while in prison, she had found out the hidden truth that lies inside the Super Mario Logan lore, that Jacques isn't Jeffy's father, while Mr. Goodman is. When Nancy finds out, she breaks out of prison and she's going to seek revenge. Not only she places a price on Mario, placed due to Mr. Goodman's bank account. She would need someone who can easily be on her side. But who? Someone who used to work for Mr. Goodman? Maybe. And someone who's lost so much? Definitely. A meth-addicted clown, a black pimp, and a psychotic, delusional lady, Nancy herself. The bad guys, Tyrone, Screwball, and Nancy, are going to side together to take one thing that Jeffrey truly desires. an actual father. So they kidnapped Jeffy to attract Mario since he's the legal guardian of Jeffy and he would need to sign the rights away as well as sign the contracts if anything he wanted to reinstate his fortune to her. I can only assume Mario would take action to his own hands and gather the old SML crew, and maybe Phoebe may make an appearance. However, I personally believe Nancy already killed Phoebe. But when the battle happens, all I know is that all the beans will be spilled, we will know who Jeffy's real father is, as well as seeing a bunch of important characters die. Now, how do I know that Mario wasn't the one that was kidnapped? Well, inside the Super Mario Logan movie trailer, though we did see Mario's hat on the floor as the Acme truck was driving away, we also heard in the faraway distance Jeffy screaming, "Daddy." But the way the screaming would only make sense is if he was inside the truck driving away. Screwball is known for abducting and collecting kids, as well as Tyrone. Inside the SML movie Bowser Jr.'s YouTube channel, you can clearly see that Tyrone was a victim of hearing the N-word coming from his son's friend. But why was he inside the closet for the second time? Probably to keep an eye on Cody to make sure that Cody isn't learning that kind of offense or something. Sheesh, if I couldn't tell, I would think that Tyrone would be an overprotective dad. Thanks, Victoria. Anyways, I actually believe he was plotting on kidnapping Junior and making him into a sex product before he upright said the N-word again to get his ass kicked and then causing Tyrone to just flee, knowing that Junior will probably keep saying that word and could potentially ruin his own business. Who else has Tyrone kidnapped? Most likely Cody's sister, otherwise, why else would she be in Wisconsin if not for sex trafficking? There was a news article on this website called the Wisconsin Gazette, where they state that the rise of sex trafficking in early February 2016, with the video Cody's sister was uploaded on February 7th, 2016. Coincidence? Maybe. But let's take a little further look into things with Jeffy's sister. Phoebe was supposedly living in France because, well, that's where Jeffy was born, right? But can we believe that she only appears a couple months after the prostitution law was placed into order? There's also some possibility that Phoebe was a victim of being raped and killed during the sex trafficking law in France was passed. The sex trafficking law in France was placed April 13th, 2016, where Phoebe's appearance may have been in spirit trying to reunite with her brother for one last time. On September 4th, 2016, where the video was uploaded. And lastly, she appeared in Jeffy's dream. All of it in his dream. And mainly when people in spirits come back to visit a family member, they come back in either their dreams, or in their thoughts, or just out of the blue. But in this case, it was a dream. Now, who was Screwball kidnapped? Nobody really knows, but I feel that he's been working with Tyrone the entire time because who else knows how to creep around people's houses better than Screwball? Let's take some clips to actually show how sneaky he is.
Joseph, what was that noise down there?
I don't know, dude. It must be those stupid rats. They don't even pay rent. Where are you stupid rats?
Joseph, I don't see any rats. Dog McStuffins?
No, it's me.
What? Screwball, what are you doing in my clubhouse?
I don't know. What are you doing in here?
Joseph!
Hey, Junior, happy birthday!
And Screwball.
Yeah. Yeah, that Screwball. He followed me here.
Oh, well, I need a clown for my party anyway.
Now let's take a glance here on who was the previous hookers before the girls that were originally taken. We have Nancy, Cody's mother, and Joseph's mother. Now inside the SML movie The Magical Button, we here see a very great glance of Mr. Goodman's wife. Now how do I know that that's his wife? She has the same hair color as him, as well as his blue eyes. Why not his sister? Why can't that be his sister, you may ask? Well, because we all know Mr. Goodman is very vain, so why not fuck the mirror? That's what he's basically doing. But if you can also see, her son is locked inside of a cage because he's crazy! Patrick may as well be the half-brother of Jeffy due to the fact that they're both special needs, but from two different mothers. She ends up dying, as well as Mr. Goodman. But why her? What's so important of showing just this random side character if not to tell us something? We'll find that sooner or later here on Jutsuns. I hope I made my concrete point here and enjoyed this week's episode of Critical Cartoon Conspiracy of this week. You should all probably check out my second channel, That Nerdy Jew. The link is in the description below to see all my shitposting, animations, and anything that never really made the cut for my main channel. Be sure to join my Discord where the link is also in the description below. Become a cartoon today. Be sure to subscribe with post notifications, comment down below what character you want me to evaluate next. Don't forget to leave a like. Until next time, I'm Grayson Adams, aka That Nerdy Jew, and this was my Critical Cartoon Conspiracy here on Jutsuns. Tune out. Thanks for watching this video. If you're interested, on the right side of the screen is a playlist best suited for you, and on the left side of the screen is my channel for you to subscribe to. Below that is my last video. Enjoy!